What's going on, guys? I'm Jay Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about WNBA player Courtney Williams, well, now former, because she is not going to be coming back to the Atlanta Dream after a video was released of her getting into it with other people. And she's fighting multiple people. She's near a food truck. I don't know if they were at some type of event, because towards the end of the video, there are people running out from this building to stop the fight. And not only did she end up losing her spot, but also her teammate as well end up losing her spot as well. Let me say this. Courtney did not do herself any favors, because she ended up posting a YouTube video. I believe it may have been with her girlfriend, who's a YouTuber by the name of Glamazante. And the video was then deleted because she made light of this particular incident. And you know, WNBA is getting sponsorship money. They're getting a little bit more sponsorship money, and they can't have this, okay? You know, they were able to get sponsorship money through, I would say, the quote-unquote protesting for equality, even though she's out here pounding on black people or black females. So WNBA, especially the Atlanta Dream, they can't have that. They can't have that. They're getting a little more sponsorship money. So she had to go, her and her teammate, okay? Now, I want to say this, though. When you get on social media and make light of this, thinking that you're not going to get punished, this is why they do this. And I want y'all to understand, this ain't the majority of the women in the melanated. This ain't the minority of the women in the melanated community. This is the majority. They act like this. There are plenty of videos that will back this up. You see new videos every day. So this is a regular occurrence to melanated people. But this ain't a regular occurrence to WNBA, because again, they're getting a little more sponsorship money. They can't have you heifers out here fighting, thinking that you dudes when you're really not. You're still women, and thinking that they're going to allow this. Now let's get into this TMZ article. No, let's go into the Yahoo article. I think they explain a little bit more. So Atlanta Dream guard Courtney Williams apologized on social media on Monday for a video she posted on her YouTube channel that made light of a fight she was involved in earlier this year. The decision to post it seems to have cost her and her teammate their jobs, her agent confirmed on an Instagram live chat. So I guess every bit of news is broken on Instagram now. Marcus Crenshaw of the Fam Sports Agency explained the situation, and that the Dream have been aware of the video while speaking with Christina Williams of Girls Talk Sports TV. Williams' teammate Crystal Bradford, a former teammate of Kalani Brown, and others were seen in a brawl in a parking lot near a food truck in the Atlanta area. It's not clear specifically when the video took place, though the fight happened in May after the WNBA season had already started. In her video, which she later deleted from YouTube, Williams was seen making light of the fight. She apologized on Monday. Let's see if I can find a tweet. But she apologized. Oh, here it is. Here's the tweet. And this is on Atlanta Journal-Constitution. I want to sincerely apologize for the video I posted yesterday. I would never want to represent myself or the organization in a negative way. I'm learning every day, so I ask for grace as I'm growing. Again, I apologize to all attached, and I will be better moving forward. And that's from Courtney Williams. I don't see anything from, let's see. I don't see anything from Crystal, but we're going to go off this, man. Listen, man. You know, this is her when she got drafted into the WNBA. I just want y'all to see how Courtney looked before she got to Atlanta. And say, listen, man, we have to take accountability for our decisions. I truly believe Courtney did not think that she was going to have there were any ramifications for what she did. She thought the video was funny because she's probably done this a bunch of times or been in these situations before, and there's never been any punishment. That's because the WNBA, no one cares about it. No one still cares about it. But they're in the spotlight just a tiny bit more. ESPN is promoting them. Again, they're getting more sponsorship dollars. So there's going to be more of a magnifying glass on the things that go on there. And I think she found that out when she posted that video on her channel, trying to make light of the situation, not understanding that they're not going to have that. They're not going to have that. They're not going to let these chicks run wild. So it is unclear in the video specifically what led up to the fight. Williams said in her since deleted YouTube video that law enforcement was not involved. It does not seem that anyone in the video was seriously hurt. Yeah, no one really got knocked down. Just a bunch of chicks throwing fists at each other like dudes. Nobody, at least for the most part, even knew about the fight until Williams posted the video herself. She snitched on herself. You know why? Because they needed YouTube content. Her and her girlfriend needed YouTube content, and that's why they put it up. She basically snitched on herself. She and her girlfriend, YouTube personality Glamazante, put up the nearly 40-minute video on Sunday. That decision seems to have cost Williams a job, as the Dream have reportedly informed both her and Bradford that they will not be re-signed under any circumstances. That, I guess that's what you call not guess, but that is what you call accountability. This fool put up a video on YouTube of her breaking guidelines that are probably in her contract, which is why they're not renewing her, bringing her back, or WNBA rules of conduct, which they probably actually redid because, again, they're getting a little more sponsorship money. And she goes and put this video up. The lack of self-awareness, the desperation to put up some content have lost you your job. You and your teammates. This chick literally got both her and her teammate cut from the team, but basically fired. All for the sake of putting up content. I wonder how Crystal Bradford feels about that. You got fired, or you got let go, or not going to be re-signed due to what your teammate did. And you had nothing to do, at least I don't think she did. The Dream have reportedly informed both her and Bradford that will not be re-signed in any circumstances. Crenshaw, who represents both Williams and Bradford, confirmed to Girls Talk Sports TV that the Dream organization told him they would not re-sign the free agents. So they're not going to be brought back. So I wouldn't say they were fired, but they're not going to be brought back. And if they were good players, they probably would already be signed. I don't know how the WNBA offseason goes. I don't know. But they're free agents. They haven't re-signed with anybody. So maybe they thought they were going to go back to the Atlanta Dream. I talked to them and they told me that they didn't want to bring both back, Crenshaw said. Crenshaw alleged the organization is trying to act like they have the morals and making them, Williams and Bradford, some sort of scapegoats. He said, you know, it's very interesting because the Atlanta Dream had gotten rid of their conservative co-owner. They had a conservative co-owner. I believe she was running for Senate or Congress, I believe. And Kelly, I think her name is Kim Loeffler, right? Kelly Loeffler, excuse me. Kelly Loeffler lost her ownership after they sold the team because they wanted to get rid of her. And they sold it to somebody else, right? They actually sold it to a guy by the name of Larry. And I don't know if he instituted some new rules and guidelines, but they have become the collateral damage of trying to play the moral high ground. You thought that by getting rid of Kelly Loeffler, who was a Republican, And you thought that these people thought that was a good thing. Get her out of there. We don't need no, conservative right wing owner of our team. So they ended up selling the team to this guy, Larry. And Larry institute rules and guidelines for his employees. And you see how it trickles down to the players. You get rid of Kelly Loeffler, but you brought in somebody that was probably worse, who probably more conservative than she is. And he ends up telling, basically, because it starts from the top down. Basically, they can't come back here. I don't want those people playing for my organization. Do y'all see how that works? Do you see how the morality game works? It works against you. Crenshaw said it happened about 5 months ago and Williams was attacked. Bradford stood up for her. He said Williams released a video to make light of it and didn't think anything of it because the Dream didn't do anything about the video when the organization found out earlier in the season, he said. In Courtney's mind, she's thinking it's something that we got away from. He said in Instagram Live, they didn't do anything. It was nothing really. It was swept under the rug, so I can speak about it now. He reiterated that Williams takes full accountability and understands that she shouldn't have put the video up. He says he does feel bad for Bradford, who got caught up in it all. Bradford took to Twitter, but deleted them later. So she must have said some things on Twitter. Let's see. Meanwhile, WNBA said in a short statement, we just became aware of the video and we're in the process of gathering more information. The Dream said it was investigating too before opting to move on from the players. The behavior in the video was unacceptable and does not align with our values as an organization, the Dream said via ESPN. We are taking this matter very seriously and working with the league to gather more information and determine the next steps. Williams averaged a career high 16.5 points and 6.8 rebounds this season with the Dream and earned her first All-Star nod. The 27-year-old will become a free agent in January. Bradford averaged 8.8 points and 3.8 rebounds per game this season, though she was sidelined in August due to a foot injury. Bradford, who is in her second season in the league, will also become a free agent. Brown appeared in one game for the Dream this season, her third in the league, though she was waived in May. So they're just as good as gone. Listen, this is what happens when you put out stuff, man. There's one decision by one heifer cost people their jobs and their situations, man. And she's saying that she didn't start the fight. Well, you didn't do anything to defuse it either. You go from fighting this person to that person. They don't care who started what. People care about your actions. And according to the Atlanta Dream's moral standing, if you go against that, you're not going to be there.